So the Han Solo season does actually have a hero included, and it is a third Millennium Falcon. Wow. When I heard that for the first time, I can't say that I was surprised, but I was certainly a little bit disappointed. So here I am, a little bit shocked to be here, now, to proudly announce that this little ship is my favourite part of the Han Solo season. No, that's not satire, I'm serious. It is a nifty little ship, with a few things that make it unique and incredibly useful in a skirmish. This video is going to show you everything that you need to know about Lando and L3's new and shiny luxury freighter, and at the end I'll let you decide if it is worth the hefty 35,000 credits to unlock. Welcome to 4FS Gaming. If you want to catch more of our stuff, please subscribe or find our Discord server linked in the description below. So how does this Falcon separate itself from the other two variants already in the game? Well, to start off with, it has less health, not by a huge amount, but you can't tank quite as much as what Rey or Han's Falcons can. The Lando Falcon has a base health of 11,050, while Han's is at 13,000. Note that you do have a star card that can increase this by 20%, but with the current state of leveling up hero ships, it will take a long time to grind that up to an epic level. It also moves a lot faster and turns tighter than the other Falcons. While Han takes at least 5.3 seconds to do a complete 360-degree vertical turn, Lando's Falcon can do the same maneuver in only 4.7 seconds. Combined with the star card, which can increase this turn rate, Lando's Falcon is far better at outmaneuvering and escaping pursuit than either of the other Falcon variants. Okay, so let's talk about the guns. Now this is really the highlight of any Millennium Falcon. Just like the other two, Lando and L3 hit very hard with their weapons, making short work of any ship that they can keep in their sights. These blasters are top tier in terms of damage, rivaled perhaps only by the TIE Silencer and the Scimitar. They can also fire for a reasonable amount of time before overheating. As for abilities, Lando's Falcon has a special Afterburner in the form of a coaxium injection. It has the same symbol as a normal Afterburner ability, as well as an identical duration of 6 seconds, and a cooldown of 18 seconds. You may be forgiven for thinking that this is identical in function as well, but this ability not only looks way cooler, but it actually gives you a more sudden and violent burst of acceleration, as seen in this comparison. Using the coaxium injection is a great way to bait out your enemies into holding a course in order to pursue you while your teammates pick them off from behind. It also has a very high fun factor and will of course break missile lock. The center ability is called Synchronized Fire. It can only be activated for 6 seconds and it takes a full 30 seconds to come off cooldown. However, it does have a massive impact. It actually doubles your damage output and prevents your weapons from overheating. With this, you can easily wipe out even moderately sized villain ships, take down multiple bombers, or make a massive dent upon an objective. The final ability is where it all comes together, with the L3 Copilot revealing enemies in proximity, buffing team damage, and accelerating missile lock speeds. This ability is critical, as it synergizes incredibly well with how the Falcon tends to function. It does only last for 16 seconds without upgrades, and it takes a long 45 seconds to recharge, but just stay with me here for a moment. You see, if you think of playing Starfighter Assault, what normally happens to the Millennium Falcon? It is big, and it's obvious, and it's relatively slow, so it soon attracts a swarm of enemy starfighters pursuing it. However, Lando's Falcon, with its enhanced maneuverability, is a little bit harder to stay locked onto, and it can often survive a little bit more than the others. Even though it starts with less total health, it's a lot harder to hit this one. Now I know that Rey has a ridiculous repair ability, but when that's on cooldown, she's also mostly just a sitting duck. Now here comes the punchline. So you have a tail of 3 or more enemy fighters and you activate this L3 Copilot ability. Now that they are all revealed and take extra damage, you can use coaxium injection and force them to hold a course to keep up with you. Then your teammates swoop in and wipe out a full third of the enemy team in mere seconds. Now yes, this does require at least one competent teammate, But if you're in communication with at least one other person in your game, then Lando's Falcon is one of the most effective hero ships available. You just need someone to watch your back. It has very high damage, it is slippery enough to stay alive, but still incredibly tough compared to many other heroes, and it can act as both an aggro magnet and a damage buff. It is this synergy that turns a somewhat lackluster set of abilities into a true force to be reckoned with. To finish off, let's talk about star cards. If you are playing by yourself, and you can't guarantee teammates will help keep you alive, I recommend increased health, reduced health regeneration delay, and once you get there to unlock it, the card which increases your turn rate. These three combined will make it exceptionally difficult to nail you down and kill you. As you get more confident at staying alive, consider swapping some of these cards out for increased weapon damage, weapon cooling power, or increased duration of L3's Copilot ability. I would always recommend using at least one card that helps keep you alive though. Just as a final note, because your base health is so high, you are not really vulnerable to insta-kill abilities, as nothing can really do that to you straight out of the box. So I would say that decreasing health regen delay is more important than increasing total health in this instance. Remember that you can try out this new ship in the arcade without spending any of those precious credits. So go and see for yourself what you think of this often maligned third Falcon. Thank you so much for watching. This is Ascendance from 4FS Gaming.